Let me take off my this thing. I'm feeling well. Well, finally, I did it. Technical issues. Oh, I've been struggling here with it. As a me that I like to keep to time. Let me put on my lightning. Thank God that I'm trimming horizontally, so I just need one. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to my weekly life teachings. Where are the people? No. Post it. Hey, God, oh, everything today is working for my good. To fix this lamp again, just stay for me today. Guys, streaming online, Okay, finally we are here, and today I'm going to go straight to the point because today's teaching is the continuation of 2 weeks ago, but I'm going to repeat it again for the sake of those that will be joining new. Okay, let me share to my so I've shared the link, so come in everyone, as I'm going to start immediately right away. No wasting time, because today's teaching is a bit lengthy and it's going to be a teaching. Yes, I don't know if the link will be up public or it will be what unlisted private. We don't know yet, but let's see how far we can go in today's teaching. So today's teaching is I did a bit of it last 2 weeks, which is how can you identify your monetizable knowledge. I run an alternative school of money. For those who are just joining me, or for those who are wondering what's happening here, welcome everybody. This is Gloria Ego, aka OG Speaks. I run an alternative school system which we call what SKM, School of Money, which is subtitled Building Income Streams Based on What You Already Know. And I do a daily TikTok live show where I get to do what people tell me what they are knowledgeable about, and I give them insights on how to monetize that knowledge. And so I also have a community on WhatsApp, free coaching community, and a paid community where I get to show people the step-by-step process through. And so for my general community, I do weekly teaching here on YouTube every Thursday 7 p.m. I host it here, so it's open to all. You can come in and you can go through the previous ones for a catch up. So today we are talking about how to identify your monetization knowledge, because in my paid program, one key step, the first week, what we do is to get clarity on our monetizable knowledge. So today I want to teach a little of it as part of my give back to the general community, because you cannot be my community and not be receiving value, since not everyone have decided what they want to do yet. So when we talk about monetizable knowledge, it simply means a knowledge one is willing to pay you money for. So how do we know that knowledge? Because some people think that, I do not know enough, or my knowledge is not worth paying for. But it's not true. I'm here to tell you that once you are 2 to 5 steps ahead in any journey, my dear, that knowledge is the what you can coach others, you can teach others, and that knowledge is worth paying for. So let's see some of the criteria. We've done deep of it today, and I have my own in the book. I will encourage you to grab your book and your pen, because you are going to be taking notes. It's a bit lengthy. You truly came to school, and one thing we know as students is what you will come, just like a farmer go with their hoe and cutlass to the farm. So as a student, you should be able to come with your paper and your pen. So grab your book and your list. Let's go straight to the point. And today's teaching is how to identify your monetizable knowledge, and it's going to be in 5-part series. So follow me. Part 1. So the introduction, I've given you the intro, which is a lot of people think that their knowledge is not worth paying for, but the truth is that once you are 2 to 5 steps ahead in any journey, So this is a what the video will be out here. You can watch at your leisure time, and I will encourage you to take notes. You can pause it, you can slow it down and write it, and that way your brain will help to remember. So once you are 2 to 5 steps ahead in any journey, that knowledge is what paying for. So part one, what we are going to do, we are going to be doing. So I'll be looking down into my notes, how understanding your what monetizable knowledge. Part one, I said it's going to be in a 5-part series. So part one is what understanding your monetizable knowledge. So when we talk about your monetizable knowledge, it simply means you may have information, skills, or what you are trained in that what helps someone. So your monetizable knowledge simply means that skill, that either set of skills or informations or what knowledge, that thing you have training for, that you have learned over the years, that can help somebody. That is a monetizable knowledge. So it can be a combination of the three, or it can be a combination, or it can just be one of it. So let's see, what if that knowledge is monetizable? I said it must tick 5 things. You should be able to tick one or the 5 of them. So put A, or you put Roman figure I in a monetizable knowledge. So a monetizable knowledge, which is that information, skills, or experience that you have, can it save somebody time? Roman figure I can it make someone money? Roman figure I 3, can it solve a what? A problem. I can it solve a what? A problem. I'm teaching today. Then Roman figure V, which is 4, can it avoid someone from making mistakes? So that knowledge, that skills, that information that you have, can it avoid someone from making mistake? If yes, that is a monetizable knowledge. So the 5th one is, can it achieve a goal faster for somebody? For those who have always come to my live stream every day, you must have heard me list the 5 of them. So number 1, can it save somebody time? A Roman figure I, can it make someone money? I, can it solve a problem? I, can it avoid a mistake? And the 5th one, which is the V, can it avoid achieve a goal faster? That's your knowledge, that's your skill, that's your experience. If you can do these things, it is a monetizable knowledge. So for instance, let's say your knowledge, you have a knowledge of weight loss, how to lose weight. Then your monetization will be either coaching people or writing a course for people, how they can go through it and get the same result. So, or for instance, you have a knowledge on what? Excel, how to use Excel. It's not everybody that know it. So you can start doing what? Designing templates. You can start creating templates and selling templates on Canva, or start to train people. So that is how your knowledge earn you money. That knowledge that you have, that skill that you have, can earn you money. Or let's take it further. Parenting toddlers is not funny. It's not everybody that knows how to do it, and you know it. You can start building a community slash what guide. You can start writing a guide for people, or providing them with it. Is up to you how you want to do it. So, or you have another knowledge on what? Video editing. So let's say for instance you have the knowledge of video editing, you can start what? Freelancing or tutorials. So that is how you can monetize it. Or let's say you have a knowledge on what? Budgeting. So your knowledge on budgeting, you can start doing what? Workshop. You can start to run workshop or write ebooks. Let's say you have knowledge on what? Budgeting, because some people have seen it that they are not 5 and 6 with money. So your knowledge on budgeting can go a long way to help such person. So the key point here is, you don't need to be the best in the world. You just need to help someone who is where you used to be. So some people say, I'm not perfect, I'm not good, I'm not an expert yet, and so you just keep telling yourself all those things. My dear, take notes. If you are here and you are saying that to yourself, you don't have to be the best. All you just need to start using that thing to help somebody that is still where you used to be, because there are a lot of people that are still struggling with that thing you have overcame from. So part 2, let's go quickly to the point. So the part 2 will be the experience inventory. So I said it's a 5-part series, don't forget from the beginning. So part 1 is how to spot that knowledge, and we have said that the monetization knowledge is what? Information, skills, and experience. So the part 2 now is the what? The experience, what? Inventory. So grab your paper and pen again, and I guess you are writing. So in this part 2, you write what? 5 prompts. So prompt 1, what problem have you solved in your life? Question mark. Answer it. It's not me to answer for you. What problem have you solved in your life? Prompt 1. For example, paying off your debt, or starting a side hustle, or getting fit, or learning a skill, or what? Advancement. Which problem? See my own book. Yes, I wrote my own out. What problem have you solved in the past? Write it down. That thing that you have solved in the past. So prompt 2, what do people ask you help with? Please help me with this. Oh, please help me. Oh, you are good at it. That thing people ask you help with. Answer yourself. It's a time to reflect and think, oh, what is that thing that people ask me help with? For instance, are you the one that they always ask for technical support, or fitness advice, or parenting, or career guidance, or business advice? What is that thing people usually come to you for? To say help me with it, because they've seen it that you are good at it, and they always come to you for it, that oh, you are best with this thing. There are some people, like most times when you live in a community of people, you live in, for I remember when I was serving, we lived in a big house with lots of people. I could tell that some persons, they are unique in this. Some people, they arrange house for you. When I want to, I say, please help me with it. Some people, they like one lady, she's good in what? Bible teaching. She have that gift of teaching. She teach you this thing. Sometimes I'll say, comfort, come and explain this thing for me, because I know she know how to teach, to explain it. So what is that thing people always ask you help with? Then prompt 3 is what have you spent the most time learning? For instance, social media, investing, marketing, cooking, photography. Time invested is what value built. I've said it several times in my word live stream. Time invested. What have you spent your most time learning? That thing you have spent most time doing this, but you like it. For you to be giving it more time doing it, it shows you enjoy it. So note that thing you have spent more time doing. Then prompt 4 is what mistakes have you already made that you've recovered from? What mistakes that you have made in the past that now you have recovered from? Write it down. Do you know why you're going to write that down? Let me tell you. Because failure is what? Monetizable. For instance, business mistakes, or health mistakes, or financial or relationship, people will pay you so that they can avoid that painful mistakes. Nobody like to make mistakes. So once they see someone that made a mistake, they will happily pay and say, oh boy, I don't want to make the same mistake. Guide me so that I will not make mistake. You remember in the beginning, the part 1, we said that your knowledge that you have, can it avoid mistake for other people? If yes, that is a what? A monetizable knowledge. So prompt 5, without further ado, what result have you achieved that others want? So what the last one we just finished is what mistake have you made that you recover from? So now is what result have you achieved that others want? For instance, let's say you were able to lose 20 kg of weight. That is your result. There's this lady, Precious Ubani. I followed her when she's a very big, she was a very big lady, and she started taking this Monjaro, and she carried people through. And when people start seeing her result evidently, hey, a lot of people start buying. And a lot of people were like, oh, hook me up to that thing you are taking, because that thing is working. Okay, when it comes to weight loss, there are many recipes flying left and right, but it's not all that is very effective. So when people see the one that is very effective, by you using it for yourself and walking them through, they will quickly subscribe to it. So, or maybe a language that you have learned. Could it be a language that you have learned, or you're able to move abroad? There's a lady that messaged me and said, I know you're already in England. Which way did you go? Guide me. She said, because someone has taken her money before. So why did she not go to somebody that have not moved? So for her to reach out to me, no, because she's, I'd say it, oh, where are you streaming from? I'm streaming from England. So she know, oh, you're in Nigeria, you have gone, oh, okay. So you know how you were able to, you know how you got there, so you can share one or two things for me. And if it's something, a lot of people, that's how they become visa agents, because they like traveling and they've traveled to a lot of places, and they can say, okay, I will tell you one or two things to go about it, or I can even fill the form for you. That is how they got it as a job from what traveling, or a dream job that you have gotten. Because one note, when you get okay, let's leave that one. Or maybe you have successfully built a side hustle that is earning you money on the side, so you can now do what result that you have gotten, so you can say, okay, come guys, come, I see it is working for me, see my results. Okay, I've been able to be doing this thing on the side. A lady reached out to me and she said, here are my receipts. Since 2022 I've been doing something on the side that give me between 250 to 500 pounds added to my 9 to 5 job. I was like, wow, that's good. Can you, are you happy? She said, I want to make money from the knowledge. I said, okay, that's good. You can make money by, because I was like, I wanted to be sure. Let me see your results. She showed me her result. I said, okay, I've seen. She showed me where they paid her out, all the this thing they paid her. And she said, I've been doing it for the past since 2022. Okay. So part 3, the monetization what angles. So once you already have that your list from the part 2, you know, you answered some question, prompt 1, that we said, what problem have you solved in your life? That is prompt 1. Prompt 2, what do people ask you help with? Prompt 3, what have you spent the most time learning? You know, those ones you have write it down. Once you write the prompt, answer it yourself. Now you are the examiner and you are the marker. So now that you have that list, let's go to the monetization angle, which is the part 3 of this event. So you can, why I like this thing is that you can pause it, you can slow it, you can be writing it. It is up to you, no rush. Okay, so now that you have your list, let me show you 3 ways in which that knowledge that you have written can earn you money. For instance, number 1, under part 3, or let's put it A, so that you're not confused. 3A is what? Teaching. Okay, so teaching, you can turn your knowledge into what? Courses, workshop, webinars, coaching, membership, community, e.g. someone who gets what? Fit after struggling with weight loss could start selling what? Weight loss blueprints for busy mom, stay at home moms, busy professionals, e.g. So when that thing that you have gotten result from, that problem you have solved in the past, you can start teaching it. That is one of the monetization angle by which you can do this thing. There's a lady that came and said, oh, I went to TikTok. She came, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. I came, she said she had a spare time. She's a stay-at-home mom. And she said, what can I do in my spare time? And she started learning AI stories. And now she's using it to grow her account. And another person looked at, I said, I looked at your page, I liked it. One woman said, I'm interested. And I said, oh yeah, go and meet her. Can you teach her? She said, oh, I don't have to. I said, you see, if it's someone that is willing to make money, because she's not ready to make money, so she's comfortable where she is. But if it's someone that wants to make money, you can start writing courses, you can start teaching people that thing. There are a lot of people that have worked out this social media, YouTube, TikTok, all of them. They worked it out and they said, I will teach you, but it will cost you something. It is their knowledge, because it has, they've spent time, they've made mistakes and everything, and now it's working for them. They've understand how the system, this algorithm works. They know what they like and everything. And the some will tell you, I literally grew this page in less than 3 weeks, in 1 month, in 3 months, in 90 days, in 6 months. I grew it from 0 to 1,000. I agree. Me, I'm be struggling to grow this my own for nearly 2 years now. It has not even gotten up to 1,000. And there are some people that just opened their own yesterday, and they've gotten their first 1,000 subscriber. They knew something I do not know. And if I want to really grow my own quick, I will go to them and say, teach me that knowledge. Teach me how I can understand this, so that I can implement it and begin to run with that word information. So yes, that's 3A. So 3B is what? Content monetization. So that your knowledge that you have, you can become what? A content creator by putting that your knowledge as a content. When people engage and they like that thing you are sharing, that value you are giving out, like for my those who come on my TikTok, daily TikTok. Today I was scrolling my TikTok, I was like, wow, I've really recorded some things here, and a lot of people have stopped to listen. Some have joined my community, some have given gift, so they've engaged. So that engagement, you get reward from the systems. Some people have really earned money from what? My Facebook. I've earned money from my Facebook. Because why? I was able to work out that one, and I put out information when, most especially when I went on the tour last year, tour Britain. I said, guys, I'm going on the tour, and so I was putting anything I saw on the road on the tour, and some people were following my tour updates. So, oh, I've never seen this before, I never knew this, and they were engaging. They didn't know me from anywhere, but they were engaging based on the information I was putting there as the content. And at the end, all those media system will say, here is your creator's reward. So that's another way by which your knowledge can earn you money. So irrespective, no knowledge is a waste. So the 3C now is a done for you what? Services. So I say service is in two ways. We have a done for you and a do it with you. But today we are talking about the do for you service. So for instance, now someone have a knowledge of hair now, and the person say, come and sit down, let me braid it for you. When the person finish using their knowledge to braid it for me, I will say, how much is your money? Here is your reward for your service that you have done for me. Or for instance, someone service your motor, like their knowledge on cars and engine, and they were able to service your car. You will reward them for that. Or let's say, okay, so skills and service, some of the examples of skills and service. Let's say someone have knowledge on video editing. A lot of people like video editing these days. Me, video editing can be very boring to me. Editing YouTube videos. So your service can be editing YouTube videos for people, or you have a knowledge on social media, you can be managing people's accounts, or you have knowledge on what? Writing. You can be doing what? Copywriting for people. So let's go to the part 4. The part 4 is the what? The knowledge gold mine. I'm trying to be fast, but at the same time I'm watching my time. So let's pause small, and so that people can take this information in. Let me take water. I don't know why people are not coming in. Is it the timing, or they didn't see it, or what? That's strange. That's strange. I don't know. For this my YouTube life, I'm yet to work it out. When I have time, I'll begin to do research into it. But I like doing my weekly teaching here because it enables me to upload. People can come in and watch everything here. So let's go to the part 4. The part 4 is the knowledge what? Gold mind. We are coming this thing. It's a 5-part series, and we are now in part 4. So the benefit for of those who are just joining, let's go back again. So we said that we are doing a 5-part series of how to identify your knowledge. So part 1 is your monetizable knowledge. So we say your monetizable knowledge is your what? Information, skills, and knowledge. Any information, skills, and knowledge that can solve a problem for someone is your monetizable knowledge. And how do we know that knowledge is a monetizable knowledge? If that knowledge can save somebody time, if that knowledge can avoid someone from making mistake, if that knowledge can solve a problem, if that knowledge can make somebody money, and if that knowledge can achieve a goal faster, that knowledge is a monetizable knowledge. And the part 2 is the inventory experience, which we said we subdivide into 5 prompts. And we say prompt 1 of the part 2 is, what problem have you solved in your life? Prompt 1. Then prompt 2 is, what do people ask you help with? Then prompt 3, what have you spent the most of your time learning? Ask yourself, in the last 1 month, last 1 year, in the last how many, what have you spent the most of your time learning. All these things are guide towards your monetizable knowledge. And then prompt 4 is what mistakes have you already what recovered from, and the prompt 5 is what result have you achieved that others want. That is the word 5 prompts under number part 2. So we move to the part 3, and we say our part 3 is the monetization what angle. So under monetization angle, that from that your 5 prompt that you have answered, now let's tell you the monetization angle, and we say 3A, which is 3A is what? The A is teaching, the B is content creating, and the C is a done for you what? Service. So you can use that knowledge to begin to do it to serve some people. For instance, let's say you have, oh, someone is in the house, who is there, welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's say you have what? A video editing knowledge. So your video editing knowledge, you can use it to begin to edit for people, to edit video for people. Or you know how to do content creating, and you say, oh, you are shy, you can begin to manage people page, and they get to do what? Pay you. Or you have knowledge on writing, you can start to do what? Copywriting for people. So that, for those who are just joining, where are you watching from? Put something in the comments below so that I can do this thing. Welcome for those who are just joining. We are talking about how to identify your what? Your monetization, your monetizable knowledge. And we are dividing it into a 5-part series. And we say part 1, what is your monetizable what? Knowledge. So we said a monetizable knowledge is a knowledge people are that solve somebody's problem. So it could be information, skills, or knowledge that do what? Solve a problem for someone. And it has to go through, answer these 5 steps. So number 1, Roman figure I, does it save time? I, does it solve a problem? I, does it make somebody money? I, does it do what? Avoid mistake. Number 5, does it do what? Achieve a goal faster for someone. If you have a knowledge, a skills, or a trained what experience that can do these 5 things, that thing is a monetizable knowledge. So the part 2 is a what? An inventory experience. And we said we subdivide that into a 5 prompt. So prompt 1, grab your paper and pen and write prompt 1. What problem have you solved before for people? Write it down in your note, what problem you have solved for people. Prompt 2, what is that thing that people, we say prompt 2 is what do people ask you help with? Yes, prompt 2, what is that thing people ask you help with? And then prompt 3, what is that thing that you have done what you have spent most of your time learning? Me, I have my own notes here, so sometimes I'm bending down to pick from my notes. So prompt 3, what is that thing that you have spent time learning? Then prompt what? Prompt 4, what mistakes have you what recovered from? And prompt 5, what is the result you have got that others are willing to do what? Pay for. Write all those things down. For instance, you have been able to do what? Start up a side hustle that have earned you money, 5k, 1k, 3k, and you're like, oh, this thing is working because you've worked it out. That's a result. Or you have been able to get your dream job, or you have been able to do what? Move abroad, overseas, and you were able to work it out yourself. You fill in the paper and everything, you figured it out. You can do what? You can monetize that knowledge. Hey, Judy from UK. Welcome, Judy. Is it Judy the share butter? Welcome, Judy. So we move to what? When we talk about the monetization, then the part 3 is the monetization what? Angle. So our monetization angle is how you can make money from that list you have written in the last 5 prompts. So we said that is part 3A. Put it as part 3, which is 3A, teaching. So you can start writing courses for people. So let's say, for instance, I used to be on the big side. I was able to lose 20 kg of weight. By the time I've showed people, carry people through my journey, and they've seen it that I used to be this big and now I am this big. By the time I begin to write the course, there's one man I used to follow, Eddie. I think Eddie Abbey, I can't remember the name. He's a Ghanaian man. He used to be very was on the big side, but now he's in school, and he write courses on people for people, carrying them through what he was eating and the lifestyle and everything was doing. And a lot of people, when they saw his result, and I said, if there's one thing you cannot argue with, is the result by which your life shows. So that result that people are coming for, and they were like, oh, I've seen your before picture and I'm seeing you now. What did you do? Share me your recipe. And now he's writing courses for people, he's coaching people, he's teaching people that same thing that he did that worked for him. So one way in which you can monetize, the monetization angle, which is the part 3, which is, I say, write it as what? Part 3A is what? Teaching that thing. You can write whole webinars, you can do courses for people, ebooks, anyhow you want to teach it, or step-by-step guide. It is what it that thing can earn you money when you teach that knowledge that you have. So the number 2 and 3A, which is then 3B will be what? Content creation. So that's your knowledge, you can begin to create, make content from it, and then people get to do what? Engage. And this media get to do what? Give you your content creators reward, because people have engaged on your video, and people engage because they found your video what? Interesting or relatable, so they engaged, and then the systems get to reward you. And we said the 3C is the what? Done for you service. So one way you can earn money from that knowledge that you have, when you begin to use it to serve people. And I said, example of done for you, let's say you have knowledge on hair. By the time you begin to braid hair for people, they get to reward you. Or for instance, you have knowledge of on engines. By the time someone bring their vehicles or their engines to you and you fix it, they get to reward you for that. Or for instance, you have a knowledge on what? Video editing. By the time you begin to use your knowledge to do editing for people, they get to do what? They get to reward you. Or you have knowledge on what? Writings. By the time you begin to write, you can be doing a copywriting for people, or managing people's social accounts, and you get to do what? Reward. Since my light is dropping, I'll have to switch my tripod light. So these are some of the ways by which your knowledge can do what? Earn you money. And we say the part 4 is the what? The knowledge gold mine. So cycle 3 ideas from your list. So filter 1, do people actively want help with this? That thing that you have cycled, or you have pinpoint. Oh no. Well, I have 2 lights here. This other one is going down, and this one is kind of tight. Give me some time. Yes, I was able to take it out. Technical issues. Yeah, thank God I have a spare one to put here. So that thing that you have written, do people actively want help with this? Is it the Judy share butter? Say, I want to know, Judy from UK. Is it Judy share butter or just Judy? I want to I want to know who is watching. Where are you watching from? Thank you for listening. We can do what? If you want me to repeat again, please put in the comment section, or please feel free. It's a teaching time, and I'm happy to go back. We are talking about how to identify a what monetization knowledge, and we class it as a 5-part series. Conscious of this, my light. This one just started burning down. It's a 5-part series, and we are able to run it down part. Oh, Judy! Thank you, Judy, for joining our teaching. We did a bit of this 2 weeks ago. We couldn't complete it because of that day I was so exhausted, and today we want to finish up. So we do weekly teaching here every Thursday 7 p.m. to do what is a community weekly teachings. So I do it, some I record it, I put on public here, some is private. So this one, let's grab the opportunity while it lasts, because I don't know, I may make it public, I may just make it what? Private. And we said, how can we spot our what? Monetizable knowledge? This is one frequent question I get asked all the time. A lot of people do not know that their knowledge can earn them money simply because they don't know how it can. And we said if you have a knowledge, skills, or experience that can solve a problem, that can save somebody time, that can do what? Avoid someone from making mistakes and achieve a goal for them. That knowledge is a monetizable knowledge. And we said how to do what? How to we did the part two, which is the inventory was experience, and the inventory experience we classified onto to 5 prompts. Prompt one: what is that problem that you have solved for yourself? What is the one you are others come to you? What is the thing people come to you for and say, oh, can you help me with this? Advice? Is it on health? Is it on business? Is it in business? Which area that you know? What is the challenges, the mistakes you have made before and you have recovered from? Because why people are willing to pay you money to avoid that painful mistakes. We say mistake is part of it. So that mistake you have made before, people are willing to come. Judy was sharing with us how she made a painful mistake. So there are some people that will say, Judy, please guide me, coach me, because I don't want to make a mistake if I'm trying to bring something into the country. And so mistakes too are part of. So what were the mistakes you have made before and you have recovered from? And we said what other results you have. What are the results you have you the one that you some people you were diagnosed of some illnesses and you were able to do what to reverse it? How did you reverse it? Share that knowledge with people. That is a monetization, a monetizable word knowledge. And we said the monetization angle is divided into one, that which is the part three. So the part three is what teaching. So one way that knowledge can earn you money when you begin to teach it in form of what? Writing courses, webinars, coaching people, or writing it as a form of ebooks. So that knowledge can earn you money in that way when you structure it. Then we now move to the word the part four. So the part four now is the word the knowledge gold mine. So 3 ideas from your list, cycle 3 ideas from your list and then run them through this filter. So filter one: do people actively want help with that thing? E.g., you have what sense of what health and money. If you have knowledge in that area, do people actively want help? Yes, a lot of people want help with money. Tell me what I can do to make money, or tell me what I can do to stay healthy. Someone like me, I was saying, Judy, tell me, share me your anti-health knowledge, that thing that you have been doing that makes you, because your look doesn't match to your age. I want to know. People are always interested in anything that has to do with money and health. And if you have knowledge in this key area, that is a monetizable knowledge, because most especially when you have your results, people are seeing that your result. And that's the more some people in my community, they say, I'm shy, I cannot share my story. I said, you have to share your story, because people will like to relate with your story. They can relate better with your story when you share your story. So they will know that, okay, you didn't just fall from sky. Oh, you had your own challenges. You say, yes, I had my own problem, I had my own battles, and this was how I overcame. And that is how I know that I can help you through the journey. So that is why you must monetize a journey you have gone through. So someone now that is helping somebody with parenting, someone like Judy, for instance, let's say she's helping to do parenting and she has never given birth to a child at all. It's not every mother that will feel confident to allow you handle their infant children, because you have not had that first hand experience. Even if you like to say I went to Harvard University, they'll be like because they said experience is the best teacher. So when you have first hand experience with something, you can now guide others or teach others. So filter two: result. Have you achieved a clear result? I like to ask people that this thing. Some people say, oh, I want to teach you content monetization, content creation, and you look at my page. Me, I'm just under 2,000 followers. I have not really have a clear result, so I cannot teach you. Go to people that have grew their page up to like 10K. Let them tell you what they did, or people that have grew their page up to like 1 million. Hey, or some that say I've even done it multiple times. Some people tell you I have 3 4 accounts and all of them are above 10K. Not me that I've been on my own and it's still yet to get to 2K. So go to people that have clear results. These are some of the things that a lot of people do not put into consideration before paying money to somebody. Check out their clear result. Like someone like Judy, before she will say, show me your results. What are the results? So when she shows you, you cannot argue with the result because you have seen that result evident in her, and then that gives you a kind of confidence to follow her on that journey. So filter 3 is what? Would you enjoy talking about this thing every week? Hey, I remember when I was doing this with my paid community members. They were like, oh, this is the one lady, she said, this is the thing I like, I am doing, I just want to do it. I said, not I just want to do it, do you like it? Because if you do not like it, you will get what? Burnout. If you are just doing it for the money alone, you will burn yourself out. So you have to do what you like, and that's why some of them, I said, monetize that thing that you like. That thing that you like to do, we can monetize it, because you know why? When you are doing what you like, you will not really feel like time is going. You can stay. Somebody will say, every day I'm coming out to say yes, because I like it. If I do not like it, I will easily get frustrated and burn out. I will get frustrated and I will just burn out and go, because like business, it's like when you give birth to a child, you have to take time to nurture it to grow. It's not immediately you to start growing. If you are looking for a quick fix this thing, you better go and just work for somebody and do this. So you must do what you enjoy as well. So that is the filter 3, the knowledge gold mine. And let's go to the final one, which is the part 5. The part 5 is your what? Your first monetization what? Idea. So the simple formula, if you want to structure your first monetization what? Idea is, you say I help who, in brackets, I help who achieve what result using this method. So I help who, the result and the method. So for instance, I help busy professionals lose weight loss without extreme diet. I'm just stating an example. Or you say, I help what? Students start a profitable online income without capital. Or you say, I help business owners scale up by what? Online business store. Or I can help you to do what? Grow your account from 1,000 to 10,000. So then that is how you do what? You structure your monetization what? Idea. Because you should position it in such a way that you are solving a problem, because people have problems. So you let them know that you structure it that my knowledge can help you move from point A to point B, and here is the result I will achieve. And you have to put who. The who is your target audience. So you know that you are not sent to everybody. By the time you know who your target audience are, it helps you to stay focused to them. So and you speak to them directly that, oh, these are the people I do for my this thing now. Oh, Africans. It's mostly Africans that are my target audience. Either you're a business owner, you're a busy professional, you're a student, you're a pensioner. Largely they are Africans. So I help them to do what? Monetize their knowledge. I work with people from different what? Client different facets. Either you're a student, a fresh graduate, stay at home mom, a beginner. These are the everyday today persons that I help. So I'm about to close up. I think someone else just joined, and when I end the live stream, it will be able to load. Then you can catch up again from the beginning for those who are just joining. And to close this, I write down in my notes here, your knowledge might feel normal to you because you live with it every day, but someone else is exactly what for someone else is exactly the guidance they need. So share your idea in the what? In the comments. Any idea that you have got. So to somebody here, you may feel like, oh, this thing, I think people know it. No, no, no. No man, no sense. Not everybody that know it. That knowledge that you have could be the knowledge that can save somebody's life, or something that somebody is actually what looking for. Let's say for instance, I posted something in the group. Was it yesterday? My paid community, and someone looked at me. One of the this thing, he said, "Well, the way you put this thing, I have the knowledge that can help you make it more professional." I was laughing. I was like, please help me, oh, help me. He was not laughing. For him, that is easy to do something, but for me, it's something that I do not really know how to do it. I've done the best I can how to do. So that thing that you know, don't think everybody know it. So it could be that that is the exact knowledge someone is looking for to either save them time, make them money, solve a problem for them, avoid them making mistakes, or doing what, achieving a goal for them faster. So you must do what, share your knowledge, put it out there in form of what, content. Let people know that this is what I do and all that. And if you want to spend more time invested is valuable. So you do what, those knowledge are monetizable knowledge for those who want to earn from it. But there are some people that say, oh, I do not want to earn the money from it. Okay, no problem. You can just do it for humanity. I have my free guide on my link there. I said to people, download it. That is my free gift to humanity. If you want to come for my paid program, no problem. I will walk you through 4 weeks of showing you how you can structure and earn from your knowledge. But if you, some people say, I mean, no, I don't have the money. And when I see people that say, oh, I don't have the resources, I will look at you. Are you resourceful? No, if you don't have the resource, you should be able to be what, resourceful. That's why I bring people together in the community, allow them to network, and I gave my free guide to this thing. But most times, giving people free something, they do not value it. That's the challenge. There's a caution then when you give people free thing, they do not really value it. But once you see those who value it, no problem, give them. You are empowering the next generation. You are passing down a knowledge to the next world generations, and they are going to use it and continue with humanity. So that's the reason why we ought to pass down our knowledge to generations, to people. So if there's any question, ask me your question as I'm rounding up. Well, we are done with the teaching. Yeah, welcome Judy. I don't know if you are able to grab one or two from today's teachings. I would like to get your feedback in the comments. I'll leave my after this thing, I'll put the link to load here. So I'll share the allow the videos to load because it's live stream, and then I will share it on the group for those who cannot attend the live stream to watch later. And me, I'm putting it here for humanity. Someday somehow somebody will come across it. That's one thing I love with social media. So for me, I see social media as a blessing to the world, to my generation, whereby we can record whatever comes to our mind, what ideas, what value we want to share, put it out there. Even when we are gone, that knowledge still remains. Generations, people will come to what, research it, find it, and make use of it. So that's how my perception of social media. So Judy, any question for me? How has your day been, Judy? Thank you for coming. I appreciate. Is Judy still looking for the button? Don't tell me she's looking for the button. Have you been able to work this one out, Judy? um Anyways, thank you so much. I appreciate. Didn't see any comment, so I will assume maybe, I don't know if Judy is still there, or I can see someone is in the viewer's eye, but I don't know if she's still there or someone else. Anyways, if you have any question, you can ask the question, because I'll finish my live teaching. I'm about to end the live stream now. Today we talked about identifying your worth, your monetizable knowledge. So if you have any question, put down your question. Okay, I will watch it again. All right. Thank you, Judy. Okay, so I'll end it now so that it gives you time to do what? To load, and then I'll share the link and you can rewatch it again. Please, when you are going through it, you can write it down in your paper and pen so that you can go through it, and it's very educating and helpful. Yeah, helpful. Yeah. So thank you so much. I'm ending the live stream now so that I'll go and do what? Have my dinner. We're supposed to have dinner together. Dinner was for 7 p.m. And I was like, no, 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 let me do my teaching. And I already put my flyer out. So it's dinner time now. Thank you so much. I'll see you live next Thursday again, 7 p.m. the same time. So the weekly teaching is held here every Thursday, 7 p.m. UK time, and the daily show is on TikTok 11 a.m. I used to do it 9 a.m., but now 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. daily live show. Thank you, everybody. I love you all. Bye. See you in the next one.